Okay, we're recording. So we're here with our next stranger. Could you tell us your name and a little about yourself, or whatever you'd like to be called?
I'm Roy, and I live in Florida. It's really humid here. I don't like the weather. Florida basically only has two seasons. We have the dry season and the wet season. There's not really an autumn or a spring much.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I don't live in the good part. I'm not near the good beaches and all that. Like it's what we have is swamp and gators, and I don't like it. I want to go to like Ohio or something.
I'm actually in Florida too, man. I'm over in Sarasota right now.
I've never been there.
No?
I'm in this place under Tallahassee, like Wakulla County.
Okay.
It's
Tallahassee is
really
pretty
close.
poppin' though, right? Like, have you been up there
Yeah,
much?
I've been to the Governor Square Mall.
You like Florida?
Not that much. St. George Island's okay, but like where I live currently, the weather's just I just don't like the weather.
Did you get hit by any of the hurricanes?
We get hit by a lot of them.
Oh God,
We had to evacuate to Alabama one time during Irma.
that was that last year? No,
That was 2017.
that's right. That was a big one. I just moved here 2 or 3 years ago. I got here after Irma. So, but I heard things. I heard it was crazy. So, what do you like to
Yeah,
do, Roy? What are some of your hobbies? What are
I like to make videos. I like to I like to use THC,
uh-huh.
and I like to make music, rap, sing, stuff like that.
Um, how did you kind of get into that stuff? Are your parents interested in music and all that?
No, I just I I've had the internet since I was about I think 13. I got a computer back. It was a HP, a Hewlett Packard 2008, I think, or something like that. But it had Windows XP,
Yes, XP. Yes, classic.
and I my aunt showed me this program called Paint. That was the first thing I ever done on it, and I would always make a black background and then just draw blue over it because I thought the color combination looked cool.
Interesting. So, do you like art? Do you like creating like visual art stuff?
Yeah, I have some. My channel back in 2008 looked like a pizza parlor, but
Do you want to
I
share some of your stuff? Is it
yeah,
possible to share some of it?
yeah. Um, there was a band that I had. It was called Saturday Affiliate.
Cool.
It was a post-hardcore band. I never actually uploaded any of the music, but I made an album art.
That's cool how you're able to just bring it up like that. Is that like screen sharing? Is that what that is?
Yeah. Well, not screen sharing, but I can pull it and make it my webcam.
Hmm.
There's this.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there's this.
Wow.
And
That's so cool. I mean, this stuff is like, yeah, you're very smart with
the character
technology.
that I call Sticky because he's a stick man.
What is that? What is the name of that like creepy video? Like something fingers?
Salad fingers.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of that.
Thank you. That's kind of cool.
So right now, are you like doing online school? Are you? I have no idea how old you are.
No, I'm pretty old.
Are you really? Dude,
Yeah,
dude, you look young.
I know. I just do face mask and all kinds of stuff, moisturizer all the time. I've never had a pimple in my life.
Wow. So
trying to.
what are you doing these days now with COVID life and all that stuff?
I'm just uploading videos. Quite a few
What are your
videos.
videos about?
Like right now, I'm just doing some little funny comedy sketches.
Hmm. Do you think as time goes on that you will stick around where you're living, or would you like to move somewhere else, or what's kind of like on your radar?
I really wanted to see. I've never been to the Western United States, and I've never even really seen snow in my life at all, just in pictures and video.
Wow. Have you traveled a lot at all?
I've
Or,
traveled to Ohio and all those states, even during winter, but I've never gotten to see snow.
huh. Is there
Like I
so
went to,
yeah.
I'll name the amount of states I've been to. I've been to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, and that's about it.
Well, so you've kind of like gone up the Appalachian Trail a little bit around that area.
Yeah,
Huh. Do you like traveling?
yeah. The first time I went to Cincinnati, it was the biggest city I've ever seen in my life. I was like, what the? Just looking up, seeing how huge the buildings were. Because Tallahassee was the biggest city I've ever seen in my life before then. And then I
Yeah.
just seen Cincinnati, and I'm like, everything's so big.
Do you have any interest in New York City at all?
I really wanted to visit there ever since I was a kid because mainly because of the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah. Dude, that place is it's
I was
crazy.
back in high school when they came out, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Mhm. Mhm. Wow. Yeah. Are you what are you currently doing to survive? The survival job.
I'm currently I've had to live at my grandma's house because I couldn't afford the apartment.
I feel you.
So I brought all my stuff in here.
Especially with COVID and everything, like yeah. How has that been? Um, how is living with your grandma?
Right? I help them out around the house so I get more work done.
Hmm. Are your parents in the area?
Nah, they're up in Tallahassee.
Okay, cool. Do you have any siblings?
I have a sister.
Do you talk to her much or are you close to her?
Huh?
Are you close to her? Do you talk to her much?
She doesn't live around here, but she comes here often, and we smoke weed.
Cool. Hmm. So, of the things kind of like going on in the world and in life, like what are the things that you care about the most, you think?
I think YouTube, to be
Hmm.
honest, because YouTube's been my life. Like I love YouTube. YouTube is awesome.
Hmm. Could you talk a little more about that? Like why what is it about it that means so much to you?
It's that someone could like just make something that other people can enjoy and just throw it out there for everyone to see and just spread happiness.
A place to share your art and yourself and everything. Dude, I gotta tell you, like your eyes are like so open and glowing. I mean, you have such like, yeah, it's really there's something like, yeah, there's something about what is that?
There's something about me.
Yeah, there's something about kind of, when you look at a person's eyes, you can see like
Like a
like
fire in my eyes.
yeah, eyes are the windows to the soul. You know what I mean? I believe that. I think that I don't know, like from yours, I can tell that there's like this sense of wonder and awe. Like when you were talking about like going into Tallahassee, like going to Cincinnati and seeing the tall buildings, like yeah, you've just got a wonderness in your eyes, you know? Like you can see the big picture. You see the big things in the world and it's like, you know what I mean? I
Absolutely.
Yeah, I could totally see that through your eyes. It's crazy. Yeah.
I guess I'm just really good with body language and expressing like and showing people, hey, look at me.
Yeah. Could you talk a little bit about like your big ideas? Like I can tell you're a big idea
I,
guy.
I make music, and it's on another channel called Crooked Closure.
Yeah, could you please share that? Hmm.
I make all kinds of music. Most of that is instrumental. I think all of it is, but I use Fruity Loop Studio, FL Studio 12, and I just make lots of piano music, other instrument music.
So you play piano?
I do, but I don't have one, and I have a guitar, but it's got one string on it. It's on the bed.
Would you mind playing something for us?
You know a band called Jawbreaker?
I don't know music very much, but I'm happy to listen to it.
They have a song called "Want." It's an old punk rock band from the '80s,
Hmm.
but they're what shaped the change of punk rock into pop punk, like with Green Day, Sum 41, Blink 182, stuff like that.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it all started with Jawbreaker, and this is a song that caught everyone's like ears.
Cool.
Been staring for 100 hours, right down a spiral drain. Keep the mouth cloud tight, and it isn't right. 3 words keep running round my mind, but my tongue is hard to find. I need to let it go, because I know dark secrets manifest, all calling out to grab a mouthful, chunk of heart, destroy my quiet, let it out before it kills you now. Let it all out. I want you. I want you.
Yeah. All right, man. Yeah. Have you been playing guitar for a while?
I've been playing guitar since I was 15, I think.
Wow. So a while. Yeah.
Yeah,
So a little
because my
bit.
uncle showed me this band called Nirvana, and I really liked it, and I wanted to learn guitar.
Oh. Huh. Yeah, I don't really know what else to ask you. Uh, I always hate kind of like, I can tell that you're an artist and it's like, I talk to people a lot about like social issues and stuff like that and do you think about that stuff a lot? Is that stuff on your radar? Like,
Actually, do have social issues. The thing is, though, when I use THC, it gets rid of it, and like social anxiety, it goes to zero, and I
interesting.
can just talk to anyone.
So in terms of like like you feel so when I say social issues, the thing that you think about is like social dynamics, kind of like interesting and like communicating with people and um yeah, what do you are you an introvert? Do you think you're an introvert or are you more of an extrovert?
I'm an introvert, so I don't really mind. I don't mind the quarantine that much, but the reason I'm an introvert is because YouTube. Like I'm always on YouTube making videos.
Hmm. Yeah. What in terms of like the like social events and stuff like that, like COVID and I don't know, like politics and stuff like that. Do you pay attention to any of that stuff?
Uh, not really.
No. Why? Can I ask you why?
I honestly like reading through the history books and everything about like all of 1700s, like all the presidents that we've ever had. And the first president, George Washington, he didn't like the idea of like splitting into separate political parties. And that's what happened, and
Yeah.
nations were divided.
So right now, so what you're saying is that
So
that
I
you
think it's been when I think when was it divided?
well,
That
really,
was the Civil War, right?
well, yeah, there were that's a good question. I mean, the Whig Party kind of started dying out when the Republican Party popped up. I mean, there haven't really been like viable third parties for about 100 years. Um, a little more than that.
I don't. I like reading through all the things George Washington has done. Like uh, he has a good point that there shouldn't be multiple different political parties. Everything should. If a good leader has a golden rule,
Hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. I think the two party system is killing creativity. It's
I would like to see. I would like to imagine if America was a monarchy and we had a king or a queen.
Could you explain that? What appeals to you about that?
It seems if they have someone for so long, like Queen Elizabeth has been queen for a very long time, that would mean that they know what they're doing.
Hmm. So you're interested in having someone in office for a long time.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and they know how to. They know that they're keeping them for a long time because they can easily stop them from doing something bad because it's like king.
Yeah, that could go either way, right? Like you could either get someone like Queen Elizabeth, who's been the queen since she was 26 years old, and right now she's 90,
Yeah,
who's been, you know, I mean, to be fair, she doesn't really create the laws um, in our country because it's a constitutional monarchy.
yeah.
But but then you look at someone like, I mean, who were people that I mean, FDR. I mean, he ruled for. I mean, he was president for like 15 years or something like that. He was really beloved. But then you look on the other side of it. You have Mao, you have Kim Jong Un, you have Putin, you have a lot of corrupt leadership. It could go either way. Depending on like how corrupt the system is. I don't know.
And I think during a pandemic like this, I think everyone should be working together.
Could you explain that a little bit? Could you elaborate?
I think that every country should work together instead of always like having conflict with each other.
Yeah, competing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. We live in a world that's so competitive, um, and where there's so much hatred. You know. Yeah. It's like how can we come together more and work together and listen to each other like we're doing right now and
Be open minded, optimistic, just see the big picture. what's the good things?
You seem like a very positive and open-minded person. What do you think helps you to be positive and open-minded?
Just telling myself, like pep talking myself in my head.
Hmm. Hmm. In terms of like the so that the that THC. Actually, I don't even know what THC stands for.
um, I'm not sure what it stands for either, but it's the chemical known in marijuana, and this is medical marijuana.
Hmm.
It's a 400 milligram cartridge, and this thing it's 4 volts.
So for you, in what ways do you think that helps you to? In what way does THC help you as a tool, and in what way does it is it a detriment to you, if
It's
it is at all?
it's not much of a difference to me, but like it's more like, and I gotta think. I just took a hit.
Okay, we're in no rush, which is the nice thing, huh?
Can you repeat the question?
Sure. In what ways does THC help
Oh
you,
yeah.
and
All right.
in what ways do you think it could
So it
hurt
gets
you?
rid of anxiety all the way. Everything about it's amazing. Makes me feel good. Um, what I don't like about it though, bad taste. It
Hmm.
does not taste very good,
Hmm.
and it can dry your mouth a bit, so you'll need to be drinking something while you're using it.
Hmm. Hmm. Is it is it um, medical marijuana because it's where you um, is it
I have
something to do with
ADHD.
anxiety?
I have ADHD, bipolar, anxiety, and sometimes I have like tics. It's not Tourette's though, but I would tick, and this gets rid of them.
Mm. Hmm. Wow.
There's the container is right here. Truly,
Oh, cool. Hmm. What do you
or
think does oh I see sativa. Like there's an idea that like that marijuana is there's like a stigma to it, right? Like to marijuana
yeah,
and everything. And do you,
marijuana is the devil's lettuce. Marijuana. Oh, it's a category one drug, so it's like meth and heroin. But
okay.
no, of course it's not. It's a plant, and they would say it like it's like cocaine is a plant as well. It's a coca leaf, but that doesn't mean it's safe. There are some plants that are safe. There are some plants that are bad for you. Cocaine's pretty bad for you, but marijuana, it you cannot even overdose on it. You can, and by other overdose, I mean overdose lethally. Like you can't take too much until it kills you. That's impossible.
Hmm.
But you can get like if you smoke way too much of it, you can get too high and like just start it'll start giving you anxiety if you have too much of it, but that's about it.
Yeah. I guess the I wonder like do you feel like weed ever because I think I'm thinking about like that you're saying that there really isn't any downside to it, but I wonder like do you think there's a case to be made that if you smoke so much that it disconnects you from the physical world around you and like puts puts you too much in your head? Or what are your thoughts of that?
Nah, it doesn't do that. Everything feels real to me.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, just in terms of like the
I don't
community.
dissociate or anything like that.
Yeah. I guess I'm saying that from like my own experience. Like I wonder like when I've gotten high, like I don't know. I think that like I kind of see the way the world is made out in my head, and then I like start writing when I'm high too sometimes, and
Writing?
writing, and then like I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And then when I'm like sober, I look at it, I'm like, I can't understand a word that I said. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. To me, that like to me, that's been somewhat of my experience. Does that ring true to you at all, or
Yes.
yeah?
Yes. And it's kind of funny.
It is funny.
But it does make me sing better.
Hmm.
When I know a song, it helps me sing better a lot.
It's like a relaxed thing. Yeah. It makes you just feel more comfortable with yourself, I guess. Well, in terms
You
like
kind of look like you kind of look like the American version of Markiplier.
someone said that. Someone said that today. Yeah. You know what I keep getting? I keep getting that I look like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I thought that when I first saw you at first glance.
I've gotten John Wick off the bat so many times. I've gotten Jesus. And
I used to look like Jesus. Hang on, let me
yeah, let's see some
back
of
in
this.
2019. Let me see if I can find it.
And Markiplier too. Gosh.
I've got a lot of folders that I have to scroll through to find stuff. Uh, oh, here it is.
You like pull up a stock picture of Jesus.
No, that's
Oh
me.
wow, yeah. Yeah, that long hair. How old were you there?
I 2019.
Oh,
I,
so that was recently.
yeah, and let's see.
You look much older right now.
I know.
This looks like you're 5 years younger, this picture.
5 years younger.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I aged pretty fast, I guess.
Well, before I get going, do you have any last thoughts or things that you'd want to say or talk about to the audience?
Mm. I just say that everything, like whenever you're feeling down or when anything's like not going good, just look at the better picture. Look for things that make you happy, even the little things. It doesn't have to be something huge. Just focus on the little things and enjoy them.
Cool, man. Dude, so nice to talk to you today.
You too.
You have a really calming presence, and it's really nice to a groundedness, and it's really nice to spend some time with you.
Thank you.
And make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna post this in 1 minute, so you'll
All
be
right.
up there. And it's Roy, right? ROY.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. Well, you take care. Okay, you take care of yourself.
All right. You too.
And yeah, if you ever want to be in touch, I got my email on there, so you're
Yeah.
always welcome to reach out. And we could have another one of these if you'd like. Okay.
All right.
All right, dude. Hey, see you later.
You too.
Bye.